Most people don't enter a marriage looking to divorce, but couples separate and divorce happens. So how do you pick yourself up again? Well, joining us now is author, podcaster, and divorce coach, Sara Davison. She's in town from London. We are so excited to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, JJ. I love being here.
Yeah, this is really an exciting topic. It's so interesting and relevant to so many people. You're really helping lift people up. It's almost like you offer a spring cleaning after whether it be a divorce or a breakup.
Yeah, any kind of breakup. It's really a practical guide to help you through any of those emotions that you go through. It's like an emotional roller coaster after any kind of breakup. And then also the practical challenges like learning to live on your own again and how to manage maybe being a single parent, picking your confidence back up, and everything that I wish I'd known when I was going through my own really difficult divorce.
And could we touch on that for just a moment? Because I think your personal experience behind this topic, what you struggled with and what you have overcome very much plays into what kind of advice you offer.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I didn't see my divorce coming. I was married, my son was 1, and we worked together as well. So we had nearly 200 staff like around the world. We had an office in London and in Sydney, Australia. So yeah, I was super happy and madly in love. And then overnight, I found out that my husband no longer wanted to be married to me. And not only that, he'd met somebody else who he was madly in love with. Plus, JJ, she was 12 years younger than me. She was absolutely stunning, still is. And yeah, that makes it a little bit harder too. So I definitely did my fair share of the ugly crying on the bathroom floor. I was completely devastated because not only had I lost my partner, who I thought was my soulmate, I also lost my business partner and the father of my son, that parenting that we'd been doing. So yeah, it was a big life change for me. And I went through all the panic, the devastation, the crying. But in those moments, I decided, you know what, I have a choice. And for anyone going through any kind of trauma or pain, you always have that defining moment where you either decide, you know what, I'm going to step up. I'm not going to let this define you. Because it's not what happens to you in life that defines you. It's very much what you do about it that makes you the person you are. And I think if you go through those tough times, there is a way to turn that pain into your superpower. And that's kind of what I did. I created some tools and techniques, combining them with my coaching work that I've been doing for 15 years at that point, and created a toolkit which I now share around the world with my online support groups and everything that we do now. So it's just wonderful to be able to turn that trauma into something that's now helping people all over the world.
What a amazingly resilient person you are. I am just I'm sitting here and I'm just overwhelmed by your strength and your wisdom and the fact that I think what you just mentioned, it all started with you taking personal responsibility. I have a choice.
Yeah.
That's just incredible. And you chose not to be crushed by a situation that really sounds very painful. So when folks, whether it is a divorce or just a really nasty breakup, when they take a look inside the book, by the way, it's Uncoupling, How to Survive and Thrive Post-Breakup and Divorce. When they take a look inside, they're going to get a few tips.
Yes. A lot of tips, actually. There's a lot in there. And like you said before, it's about, right now we're in March and it's about spring cleaning your life. And there's a lot in there about, there's different areas of your life you can spring clean. Your environment can often keep you stuck. If you're in a home where there's lots of memories of your ex, maybe there's photos, or maybe when you open that cupboard to get your morning coffee, that mug is something that maybe was a gift from your ex. Maybe there's a t-shirt that you wear that you bought together on a trip. So it's about walking around your home, right, and thinking, what triggers me to feel negative emotions? What makes me feel sad? What's increasing the pain of the heartbreak and those painful pangs that you get in those early days especially? And it's about boxing those up and putting all those items to one side. Now, a lot of my clients have done things like burn them, trash them.
That's why I was giggling. I'm like, so you take that mug and you throw it out the back door.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in a couple of weeks or a couple of months when your emotions are settled, you can decide what you want to do with them. But we don't want any regret. So for now, let's just box them up, put them out of sight. And then in a couple of months later, you can go back when they're not so triggering for you. So that's sort of detoxing your home of all those memories. Obviously, if you have children, you've got to be careful. You don't want to remove all the photos of the other parent, maybe just shift them into the kids' rooms or the playrooms, not somewhere where you're going to be upset by them all the time.
I tell you what, there's a few things that impress me more than a woman who overcomes adversity and who thrives and is stunning to boot. So I am just thrilled to have interviewed you today, Sara. Sara Davison is the book, Uncoupling: How to Survive and Thrive After Breakup and Divorce. It is available on Amazon. I think you guys can all get it there. You can also look at her website to see all the other things that you have going on.
Yeah, we do online groups, one-to-one coaching, retreats, and I train people to do what I do too. So if anyone's going through a breakup and wants to turn that pain into their power, you can also train to become a breakup and divorce coach too.
Brilliant. SaraDavison.com is the website. Check it out.